It had been nearly a year. The laugh that once echoed in a dusty roadside stop had long faded from headlines. But not from memory. The ex-officer now walked halls of justice not in uniform, but in advocacy. His tie replaced his badge. His weapon was now truth. The non-profit thrived. Dozens of at-risk teens found internships. Former inmates were trained in security ethics. And the community saw the building. Once mocked as a place of power and protection. But something still stirred in him. Justice for one woman wasn't enough. Systems had failed. And he knew too well that there were more like him, still on the inside. Still mocking. Still hiding. Still doing damage in shadows. And so, he returned. Not to arrest. Not to avenge. But to reform. He filed a formal petition to join the Police Oversight Commission. Many laughed again. An ex-cop with a disgraceful exit? Asking to sit at the same table as senior brass? It was bold. It was unprecedented. But one commissioner read his file. She recognized the case. The woman he mocked had written a letter in support of his petition. It read, simply, "He once laughed at the way I lived. Now he helps others live without fear. That's the kind of man I trust to hold others accountable." And that letter changed everything. The vote was split. But he was appointed. By one vote. His first meeting was cold. Chairs shifted away from him. Old colleagues whispered. But he was not there for applause. He was there for purpose. Over months, he reviewed dozens of misconduct cases. Some were minor slights. Others were tragic. And each time, he brought the lens of his own failure to the table. Not to excuse others, but to recognize the early signs. He pushed for new training methods, emotional intelligence assessments, civilian shadowing. And slowly, people listened. Then came the day that would test him most. The officer who had been his direct supervisor. Back when he mocked the car was under investigation. Caught on camera shoving a street vendor, calling them ungrateful. Mocking their accent, then walking away. When the video hit the internet, it exploded. The public demanded justice. The officer, now a sergeant, denied wrongdoing. Claimed the video was edited. But when he walked into the review board hearing and saw his former subordinate sitting in judgment, his face dropped. "You?" he hissed. "They let you in here?" He didn't flinch. "Yes," he said. "And today, we don't laugh. We listen." The hearing was tense. The sergeant tried to paint himself as a victim of cancel culture. But when testimonies were heard and body cam footage was revealed, his guilt was clear. The vote to terminate him was unanimous.